Do you remember PC Sam Grigg, or rather now former PC Sam Grigg of the Metropolitan Police, who faced an accelerated misconduct hearing in January after being remanded in custody following an assault on a female housemate, in which he duct taped her hands and legs and then told her, "Who are you going to tell? I am the police."
I am the law.
Well, he has now been sentenced for his actions. Appearing at Kingston Crown Court on Friday, the court heard again how Griggs approached his female housemate from behind whilst in the kitchen before grabbing her and taping her up. At one point she was on the sofa, bound and gagged. When the doorbell rang, Griggs calmly walked away to answer the door while she lay there fearing she was going to be raped. When police searched the property after the allegation had been made, they are said to have found a DVD of the 2016 film called Better Watch Out, which claims to be a horror, but I wouldn't go that far myself. However, it does depict a babysitter being bound and gagged using duct tape. Throughout the investigation and previous court appearances, Griggs claimed the incident was simply a joke, but accepted on Friday that his actions were sexually motivated. At Kingston Crown Court, Judge Peter Lodder, KC, called the incident 10 minutes of terror. He added, "She was terrified. You rendered her almost completely helpless." He then noted Griggs' obsession with BDSM. "I take account of the pleasure you appear to derive from what you had done to her and your role as a professional police officer, which you utilised in an attempt to prevent her from reporting what had happened." After news broke of Griggs' arrest, an ex-girlfriend came forward to reveal how he enjoyed tying her up and gagging her mouth during sex, saying she was not enthusiastic but agreed to it. He enjoyed the power of tying her up and putting tape over her mouth when she was unable to move, said the judge when summarising her statement. His ex-girlfriend said Griggs had used his work handcuffs during sex and also suggested he got a kick out of arresting women as it was a form of restraint. In a victim impact statement, Griggs' housemate said she now struggles to sleep, suffering nightmares and flashbacks, and has seen a deterioration in her mental health. She feels anxious when she sees a police vehicle or walks past a police station, or when a police officer passes close by, said Alexandra Agbamu, the prosecutor. He added it has caused her to mistrust the police and made her concerned about the recruitment process in the police. After finally pleading guilty to false imprisonment and assault occasioning actual bodily harm, Griggs was sentenced to 4 years in prison with an extra 2 years on licence by Judge Peter Lodder, KC. Now, I have nothing against a bit of kink in your sex life, I quite enjoy it actually, but on willing participants only. Not a housemate who you sneak up on who hasn't consented to it. It certainly does add to the mindset the police seem to have these days, but I'm glad the judge saw and dealt with this with the seriousness that it deserved.